Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with AKJ. Today is day level of solving Geeks for Geeks problem of the day. Today's question is wildcard pattern matching. It's an interesting question on strings. So let's see. Given two strings, pattern and str, which may be of different size, you have to return one if the wildcard pattern matches with string, or else return 0. All characters of the string, str, and pattern always belong to the alphanumeric characters. The wildcard pattern can include the characters question mark and asterisk. Here, question mark matches any single character and asterisk or star matches any sequence of characters, including empty sequence. So the problem statement given here are like we are given with two strings, pattern and string, and we need to determine whether the pattern matches the entire target string or not. So given example here, let's see, pattern given is BA star A question mark and string given is B triple A BAB. So I have included here. So when we try to compare these two strings, we need to form string from the given pattern here. So we need to compare each and every character for sure, and we need to check whether it forms string at the end of the pattern matching or not. So let's see. Here B and B matches, so we'll neglect it. Come here when comes to A, both matches, and here A and star. As we as it is given in the question that star can be replaced with any kind of character or any sequence of characters, including empty string, we'll directly convert this star with the remaining three characters, which is AAB, and finally we'll replace question mark with the single character B here. So finally pattern is converted into string and we can return 1 here. So let's see few more examples to analyze the question and understand the approach to solve this particular problem. I've written few more edge cases here. So here the string is AA and pattern is A. When we convert the particular characters, it gets neglected. Since the pattern is completed and string is still has one character, it returns 0 as we cannot convert the particular pattern into string. Next string and pattern would be ABC and star. Since star can be converted into any sequence of characters, so we can directly convert this star to ABC, and hence we can convert this pattern into given string, so we can return 1 here. Coming to the third example, here given string is CB and the pattern is question mark A. Since question mark can be converted to any single character, so we'll convert question mark with C, so the pattern becomes CA. CC gets neglected, and when we compare B with A, it does not matches, so we'll return 0 here. So after analyzing all these particular example, what we can analyze here is we need to take 2 pointers and we need to compare both characters from both string and pattern, and we need to check whether the pattern can be converted into a string or not. So the approach here would be to use recursion. We take 2 pointers I and j and compare each characters from both strings. So the approach example here is the string would be ABCDE and the pattern is A star C question mark E. So here we'll take 2 pointers I and j and we'll match each and every character. Here we have two conditions for characters getting matched. The one is the both characters gets matched, like if S of I is equal to P of j, and the other condition would be if pattern contains question mark. As we know, the question mark can be converted into any single character, so we'll convert that particular character with that strings character. So we have two conditions if to make the characters match. And another condition to handle star case would be, since we can convert the star to any sequence of characters including empty string, we'll have two cases, and this can be explained using this example. Here string is ABCDE and pattern is A star CDE. So we'll again iterate from the end of the string and pattern, and we'll match each character from both strings. If they are same, then we'll neglect it and move the pointers towards backs. So when I points at B and J points at star, here we can convert the star to an empty string, or we can replace it with another sequence of characters. So first case would be to convert the star into empty string. So when the star gets replaced by empty string, the J pointer moves one step back and I remains at the same point. So in this case, when the recursive call is called, the I stays at the same place and J moves one step back. This is one case. Second case would be to replace the star with another sequence of characters. Here, since same characters will be neglected, here I and J would be placed at this point, and here star would be replaced with star B. And since B characters are matched, these will be removed and I moves to A. So in this case, what we'll observe is J points at star itself and I moves one step back. So I moves to I minus 1. So coming to the star case, handling star case, we'll have two cases and we can get answers from any of the cases. So we'll take OR of both cases. So since we have handled each and every cases and understood the approach, let's code this approach. So before getting into the code, let's see few more cases which will handle base cases as we are using recursive approach. So the string here is ABC and pattern is BABC. Here as we are moving from the end of the string, we'll match these two characters. We can remove this, A and A. Since string is completed, since I is less than 0, but still the pattern is remaining. So here pattern cannot be converted into string, so we'll return false here. And second case would be if the string is completed and pattern is not completed, but still in the pattern, if we find star in the character, star as a character, then we can easily convert this star into an empty string, and finally the pattern can be matched with string. So here we can return true. So coming to the code here, I have written a recursive solution here. I have taken the sizes of both pattern and string and called a function solveRec and passed all these strings and sizes of pattern and string as a parameter to this function. The base case here would be if by removing and moving these pointers towards left, if at any point both I and j value becomes less than 0, then it means they both completely removed each and every character of its value. So it is a valid pattern, so we'll return true here. The second base case would be that we have a string still, but the pattern is completed. So in this case, since we have no characters left in the pattern, so it would be invalid pattern as pattern is completed but word is not completed. So we'll return false here. And the third case which we have discussed here, if the word is completed but the pattern is not completed, we need to find that if there are characters other than star, then we can return false. Or if there are star in that pattern, then we can easily convert that star into a sequence of character or an empty string to match it with the string. So we'll iterate over the pattern and we'll see if the pattern characters have any characters any other than star, then we'll return false, or else we'll return true. So I have explained everything through comments. You can refer this. And finally, the main thing, if to move the pointers towards left side. So if both characters matches, as I have discussed earlier, there could be two conditions. One condition would be if both characters are same or the pattern of J contains question mark. So we'll iterate those two pointers towards left side to by one. And another case would be if pattern has star mark, then there would be two cases as I have explained through this example. One is replaced with empty string where we have observed j would be moved by one step back, and one would be the case where we'll replace it with a sequence of character and make I move back. So we can get answer from any of the above. So we'll take or of this both function call. And finally, this case would be if the end characters are not equal. So we'll directly return false here. So let's compile and run and check. It's accepting. Let's see if it gets accepted on submit. Okay, it gives TLE. As this is a recursive solution, it may have redundant paths and particular state is being calculated again and again. So again, we need to use the memoization method here, and we need to check which parameters are being changed frequently after each and every call stack. So here we can observe that the both indices are getting changed or moved after every function call. So we'll get into the memoization code, and so let's see how we can convert this recursive code into a memoization code. Here's the memoized code as I have discussed earlier. Since both indices are being changed after each and every function call, we need to take a 2D vector of dp, and we need to store that particular state's value in 2D vector. And the code would be same. While calculating these values, we need to store these values after each and every function call in dp of I and j. And if we find a value which is already being calculated, we'll directly return it from here. Function call would be same. We'll take a 2D vector of size both pattern and string, and we'll pass this 2D vector in a function call. So let's compile and run and check. Let's submit. As you can see, this problem got submitted successfully. So hope you liked my explanation and this video. So if you liked it, please give it a like and share and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.